Hello, viewers. Today I'm going to taste these two bottles. They're from the same brewery. They're from Onzi Brewery, Suldoga. This one is Socon 12, and this one is Sook, Onzi Sook. So so these are both takjus, fairly strong. This one is 12%, this one is 10%, and this is mugwort flavored. So why did I get this? It's because I did not remember the Korean word for mugwort, which is sook. I did not remember that. This is mugwort flavor, but maybe it's good. Usually I don't like the mugwort flavor, but I was surprised during the expo. I got to taste mugwort brew that was that actually was good. So I should keep an open mind and try these out. They did get a little cloudy. I had to store them sideways in the fridge so they'd fit. So they're a little cloudy. They were more clear. They separated out more clearly at the store, but now that I have them, they got a little. But I'm just going to mix them up anyhow, so it doesn't really matter. For this first one, the Socon 12, the ingredients are just water, chapsal, sweet rice, and nuruk, and that's wheat nuruk. So just three ingredients, just the primary three ingredients of makgeolli are here. And this really is less diluted makgeolli because it's 12%, and normal commercial makgeolli that you buy is 12%. So this, just imagine this, adding this equal amount of water to this bottle, that would be the strength of a commercial makgeolli. So I'm sure there's more flavor in this one. I'm going to taste this one. This is not a flavored one. The second bottle is going to be the mugwort flavored one. But this first one is just the three primary ingredients of makgeolli. The shelf life here is 90 days refrigerated. Okay. This is a 500 milliliter bottle, and it cost me 14,000 won. And I paid 16,000 won for the mugwort. Okay, and some of that sediment here does seem to be stuck on a bit. I want to get the full flavor, so I'm going to take my time and try to get that mixed in properly. I don't want to have a weaker flavor when all that sediment has flavor in it and texture. I want to get the full experience. Okay, let's take a look. There are some particles of sediment, some chunky bits in here, so that might affect the texture, and there does seem to be some carbonation. So let's but I did get all of the sediment that was stuck to the bottom. Okay. Onzi Sook, Socon 12, Seomak 12. Okay, the aroma is a little vegetably. Okay, this is a fairly tart brew. I usually like that kind of brew, so that's good. I can tell there's sugar in here, especially in the middle. That goes along with the tartness. So that's relatively balanced between sweetness and sourness. That initial flavor is a bit vegetably, and at the end, I think I'm tasting the Nuruk. Maybe it's their own special Nuruk. Okay, not really what I'm used to, but a little funky. Yeah, instead of having a bitter or astringent aftertaste, it's more umami. And I got that in the aroma too. So I'm going to guess that's from their special Nuruk that they use. So this has a unique flavor. Should be able to you should be able to recognize this one in a lineup just from that taste. And maybe it is a bit lactic at the end too. Right, but yeah, okay. So that's an interesting flavor. So it's their own, and this brewery, Onzi Brewery, is obviously following the original rules for makgeolli brewing, for Seoul brewing in Korea, that you just use water, rice, and Nuruk. They're following those rules, and this is what they came up with. This, yeah, quite flavorful and umami takju, 12%. Okay, so that's just the first one today. I also want to taste their mugwort. Now, even though I sort of bought it by accident, I want to taste it. So again, so this is slightly less strong than the first one. This is 10%. And the texture was fine, despite the fact that I could, before I forget, despite the fact that I could see some chunky bits of sediment in here. There was no evidence of that I could tell. When I tasted it, it was perfectly smooth on the tongue, and not particularly thick. And sediment for this one, yeah, there's definitely rice sediment plus mugwort sediment in this one. Again, to be fair, I need to get this mixed up well. And after this has been sitting for a while, it does tend to stick on the bottom. Okay, and this has a olive green color, pretty dark green. And yeah, let's see what this mugwort tastes like. I think mugwort by itself, I don't appreciate that taste, but could be very good in a brew. Let's see. In the paper cup here, it does look a dark green color. On the aroma, yeah, like it is aromatic, even piney. Yeah, so piney and herbal. That's what mugwort is. Yeah, a little sharp and citrusy too, like lemony. So that's right. So it has actually quite a bright aroma. Well, the taste is bright too. Okay, so this is much better than just eating some mugwort, which is sort of terrible. This is bright and exciting flavor at the beginning. Yeah, even lemony. I think this is maybe a bit more sour. Yeah, I can taste the sourness all the way to the end. And I'm not tasting that Nuruk umami flavor that I did in the Seomak 12. Oh, that's interesting. Well, okay. So I stand corrected. I still need to remember the Korean word for mugwort. It's sook. Sook, well, I'll remember that. This particular Sukmak걸li, 10% alcohol, a nice bright lemony flavor. And yeah, so yes, you can tell it's herbal, but it's an aromatic herb. The herb flavor itself is on the sweet side, but the brew itself is lemony sour. So I think that's good. That's a good contrast or complement. And yeah, this is tasty. I want to serve this to some other people and see what they think. Yeah, this is very interesting. Okay. Well, that was fun. Two more Sools, two more examples of traditional Korean alcohol, and this brewery is really trying to follow the tradition of using the essential ingredients only, no additives or other flavorings, just the basics. And mugwort itself is a traditional brewing ingredient for Seoul that is permitted. And yeah, so these two, I'm really glad to be able to try them today. If you have the chance to drink some Seoul, do it. You'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching.